Good day and welcome to a new video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe!
Hey and welcome to Weekly Tips, where upon some sense in your tip jar. Welcome today. Today you're joined by me, Daniel, and we are going to be painting these droplets in an orange scene. So let's drop on into this and paint this scene. So first thing I do for this orange image is paint it orange. Woo! All done, Add in that orange and you've got your painting. But yeah, there's a lot of orange here, so why not cheat? Why not create it orange and have an orange background? The main image is orange, why not? I could have chosen a darker orange, I reckon, to start out. But I went for more of an orange, similar to kind of the flex bush there. This is just me at the start, kind of color choosing. Um, Eventually, I do use tools to help me out from here. But once I kind of got that gesturally in, got that background in, I then start out by, I draw the flex bush here, and you see I would have paint tooled that color of the flex bush in, and then I added these droplets, again using the paint bucket tool to help me fill in those spaces. And that I found was really helpful, because it was a lot quicker. um, yeah, it's just really fast to do it that way. Now, I found this image on pixabay.com. It's a really awesome website where you can just find lots of cool images. You can look up words and things that you want to find on there really well. High quality images that you can download. It's really good. I use them for these 90-minute art challenges, because often I don't know what to paint or draw. Um, for these 90-minute art challenges, I don't know, where to find my imagery. So I go to pixabay.com and I might just scroll through a few pages and find my image, or I think of something um, in particular I'm after, like say a background or um, night scene, day scene. There might be something I'm interested in pursuing, and I find it on their website, which is really cool, really useful. And even I found it useful for some of my other drawing exercises and things I do, like for instance some of the animal drawings, um, because you can find more interesting shots and pictures of them than you do on Google or something like that. But I use Google as well, but yeah, pixabay.com is really awesome. Anyway, enough of that. As I delve further into this painting, I try to use different brushes. There's a few things I did try, with these 90-minute art challenges. I am trying new things. I am experimenting a little bit more. Here you see me use a new brush. I haven't really used many other brushes before. I'm not really, I kind of I guess a one-trick pony. I don't use a lot of different brushes in my paintings. Um, just haven't had too much experience with painting with different brushes on digital painting, and making it work per se. So that's something I've been playing around with. It's something I've discussed in quite a few videos where, I was thinking about trying to use a little bit more brushes and trying to get them to work, that kind of thing. So here I've experimented and I've added a little bit more brushwork than I usually do. As well as those other tools, I don't usually use, like paint bucket tool. I don't really use that too often. Usually I just kind of paint it quickly in, a rough painting. But that takes, 2 or 3 minutes to, you know, I mean, it's not that much time, but for a 90-minute art challenge, every minute counts. So that's something I did. I was like, yeah, I'm using this paint bucket tool that will quickly get my color in there, you know. I do it for the background, the orange, voila, so I do it for the rest of the image as well. Um, and it just quickly gets it in. Um, Painting it in quickly does get it in as well, but not as instant as the paint bucket. Um, so if you got a kind of a good outline, good drawing of it, just paint bucketing that in will give you that rough image of it, full color. You don't have to do too much painting on it, you know. And then from there, I can edit it as you saw me before editing that flex bush as well. Just erasing back what I don't want and adding in what I want. This could have been a few layers where I did kind of copy that flex bush to make sure that um, I wasn't erasing it too much or something like that. And yeah, um, yeah, awesome. So, this has been a fun little painting that I've been doing. At the moment, I'm focusing in on these droplets a little bit more. That's kind of the main part of this image for me was, those droplets. They're the one that you are first drawn to, most into detail. That's like where the main, focus in. So I'm really trying to push that, trying to make it look, pretty good, pretty accurate towards the image, looks similar to the image that I do have on my screen there. And that it did take a little bit of play around to achieve, the best image I could get. Using a color tool is something I've been using a little bit lately, where I just kind of um, overlay a color or fix up the colors to bring the whole image towards a certain color. Um, and I have used it in the past as well. Um, but I don't really use it too often, and now it's something I'm slightly using a little bit more, not too much. But it does help to move an image or an object or something towards a certain color, um, without ruining all your tonal work as well. Um, and you don't have to kind of color layer it. Um, so it's another way of doing it, and it's a useful way of doing it. So that's, an adjustment layer, a color adjustment layer. It's something that you would have seen me do in this image earlier. Um, and it's something I see here. I do a color saturation, then I overlay a colors to make it more kind of that vibrant orange, that reddy orange. So overlay a red layer. Yeah, I could have done that hue shift as well, but these little tips and tricks and techniques that I've just been experimenting and playing around with. Um, it's good to paint and all that. But sometimes just sitting there and experimenting with like different um, techniques and little things that you can do that it can be really really helpful, and it can put that cherry on top of the cake for your painting. It can really bring out the painting with those little extra touches. Um, Sometimes they don't do much and they don't do anything, but you know, it can. They're there to help your painting, so feel free to use them, experiment with them. They're awesome little tools. There's heaps of different tools in Photoshop, so go check them out. Um, Thanks for joining me for this video. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to go find this image and paint it yourself, or paint something a lot similar. Um, I think I achieved something okay, you know, pretty good. Um, I think I've taken something from this painting. There's still more challenges to do, more things to paint and learn from. So hopefully, you know, take what I learned from each of these paintings and yeah, get better. You know, keep drawing everyone, keep creating, and see you in the next video.